Guess who found a tool? Oh my gosh. Okay, so apparently you can play music on the StreamYard. And oh my heck. Let me see. Let me see what's going on as we welcome people in here. I see eyeballs, but I don't see someone say hi. As I'm like jamming out. It's way too much fun. Yeah, it's like you have choices. Kind of gets you in the mood. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, now I got to find out where I was because I know that's going to drive us all crazy. Oh my gosh. So stinking fun. Hey, Elle. Oh my goodness. Wow. Who knew that you could add music to your stream? I mean, seriously, game on. Now I'm going to have to figure out like what I can add because that was way too much fun. Way too much fun. So Elle, can you let me know? Can you hear me? Is all well? Hi, Rosalinda. Let me know if you can hear me. I was just jamming out. There's an option to play music via the StreamYard, and I'm a little excited. I'm gonna have to figure out like how that works and all. Hi, Maria. Very cool. Too fun. So yeah, if you just let me know. Hey, Debbie. Let me know if you can hear me. And hello. It sounds good and look. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad it looks great too. So hey. Oh my gosh, look at everybody. Saturday. Yeah. Oh, Cherokee Feather Creations. Yum, 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 yum. I love that. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I am so glad. So, how is everyone on this fine Saturday? It has been, well, first of all, let me just back up. Trisha, I'm so happy you're here. I feel bad reaching out on late nights and weekends, except for I do know that you're a night owl, so I shouldn't feel bad about that. But I'm so happy you're here. Yeah, so super happy to be here on this Saturday. Welcome to all of you that are joining us live on the Facebook and the YouTubes. And for those of you that are watching the replay, thank you for taking the time to watch as well. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, Canada. So yeah, it's just been pretty much like a crazy week, right? A fabulous week. I got back home on Tuesday from the East Coast, and so I did bring my award to show you. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, hold on. I gotta like get it in the right position here. Oh my heck, you guys, look. Is that so awesome? This thing weighs like a ton too. Oh, thanks, Lisa Q. Thank you. It's good to see you. Is this amazing? So, for those of you that may not know, Interweave named me as one of the top 5 innovators in the industry, and so I chose to go and accept the award in person. And so, oh my gosh, we just had such a great time. I was in the company of Wyatt White from Bead, who is an amazing innovator. I got to meet Sam from Sam Beads and Danielle in person. Danielle Wick, she is just she is so precious. She's just like one of those people you want to like, just like, can I just like and then put you in my pocket and keep you. They were all like that. Sam was that way too. And Kirsten from Tierra Cast. And so super excited about that as we're going to definitely get together and brainstorm about some findings and things that can be used in our loom work. And so I've been wanting to do that. I love Tierra Cast. I love their product. And so it's going to be a lot of fun to work with them and figure out, what can we do, maybe even create for the jewel loom findings. And so super stoked about that. Just a great time. Katie Hacker, Tammy Hahnemann, all the who's who, Cynthia Thornton. I missed Andrew. Fernando. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Meredith, the JTV people were there. It was just such an incredible um, trip and event. And I am so, so grateful to Interweave. Thank you 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 times. And yeah, just, oh, King of the Fort. Oh my gosh, don't make my heart pitter patter. I don't know if it's Karen or if it's Robert, but you both, you know how much I adore you. So I'm going to put this down. This is like lifting weights. I swear it's like, I don't know, 5 pounds. I had a carry on and I had my briefcase. So all the way back from Philly to LA with that thing, right? And of course, coming back in Philly, they pulled me to the side, took my briefcase, took the box out immediately. I was like, please be careful. That's a big piece of glass. And, but it all went smooth and they let me keep it. So anyway, yay. All right. So again, just thank you all for being here. So prior to going on this adventure, oh, and I should say too that after the show, I made a pit stop, obviously, in New Jersey and spent some time with my son and his girlfriend, Julie, who I absolutely adore. And they're funny. Like, they're funny. They do all the delivery stuff. So like coffee was at the front door. I mean, the first night I got there, it was a 12-pack of beer being delivered. And then it was coffee, and then the bagels came, and it was just such a hoot, because you almost felt like you were getting room service, right? So it was so much fun to be with them. And they have 2 cats, so those are my fur babies, my grands. And then of course I got to see my Jersey girls. Not all of them, but my South Jersey girls I did get to see. And so that was obviously a delight. And I got to eat some really good Philly Jersey food. And so my tummy was happy. So we definitely have to get back to the gym. But that's okay, right? It was my little vacay. But getting back to business, prior to going to Bead Fest, which I will tell you next year, I don't want to say this wrong, but I think it's August 3rd through the 5th. And somebody correct me, Trisha, you might have the correct dates. We do plan on being there again. I don't know in what capacity, but it was a great show, y'all. It was really good. So Interweave and Katie and Tammy, they just put on a fabulous show. So if you get those dates and you can make it, that would be awesome. But again, prior to leaving, I released the new mini Wisdom Warrior, and it went to my subscribers only and first. And so, well, I think you can see her. She's right here in this tiny little shot. But basically the mini Wisdom Warrior is the same, very similar footprint to the baby jewel loom. And so you've got 2.75 inches across, 5.5 down. And I've made bracelets, and I've also made earrings. And of course you can make smaller things like, careful what finger I put that on, smaller things like rings. And then today what I want to do is I want to make a pendant. And so this pendant actually was created by using a selvage, and then I did a ribbon crimp. But today I'm going to focus on the slide connectors because they're super easy peasy and a lot of fun to work with, and they really make your piece look nice and finished. I love this piece. I absolutely love it. I love it with the velvet. It just looks like what is it called? A medal. When you get a medal, like you can just like pin it on your blouse or your jacket. But I just love that. So anywho, let's see. Okay, let me just see what's going on here. All right. Yeah, I think it's like the 2nd through the 5th or something. There's like 4 days. So there's education. And of course, this is in 2023. So you have plenty of time to figure that out if you want to go. But I can tell you, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, first part of August, being put on by Interweave Jewelry, Beading, and they do Beadwork Magazine. And their classes were off the charts. I mean, they were doing like super cool stuff. And then they had a lot of entry level courses too that Tammy, I believe, was presenting. So something for everyone. And again, I'm not exactly sure what Jewel Loom will be doing, myself, but we've talked about it, and I think it'll be a good thing for us to be at. So let me just see. Yes. Well, Lisa Q, did you see the collab that Sam and I did from the show? We actually, Sam and Danielle and I did a live from the Bead Fest show. And that was like just incredibly fun. And I do have to give Trisha a shout out because it's just so funny. You would think that Trisha and I like go way back and that we had, met before. And we had not. Outside of the little box, we had never met in person. So Trisha and I got to meet each other, and it was just so delightful. We made everything count during that short little time that day. And I know that she has posted a lot of photos of the two of us, and it was such a delight to meet her in person. And I'm super excited for her and all of the design work that she will be doing in the future. So you have to check out all of her things. TG, we'll give her the Italian TG. And you could post about that, Trisha. But anyway, so without further ado, what I am going to do now is transfer over, switch cameras. So hopefully I do this right. Oh, yes, but you want more. Well, I can tell you that Sam and I are meeting, I do believe, next week. And so I hope to definitely, and we want to, we want to definitely collab more. And so, yes, yes. Yeah, we had a lot of fun together, and it's fun when you meet somebody, it's kind of like when Neely and I get together, we have this really good relationship where we just know how to complement each other's designs and work well together. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about working with Sam and working with Danielle. And as I mentioned, Kirsten and Beadalon and I will be doing some things. Meredith and I are going to get on and have some fun between the end part of 2022 and next year. I think it's going to be amazing. Like you could, like I'm hyped. I'm hyped, and I've only had one cup of coffee. So I know and it's been such a blessing. I have to just tell you, like, I know a lot of you know how profoundly exciting it is that I do have energy, right? That there's so much love and so much passion and energy like inside of me again. And I really think this trip, just really brought some beautifulness into my heart. And so it's good to feel joy. It's good to be that way. And so, yeah. Anyway, okay. All right. So focus, Jules. You all know I can get a little too excited. All right. I do believe I have to remove myself here. And then yep, I did it right. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to bring in my little demo area here. And I am working with the wildfire. So I'm going to warp with wildfire. And I'm working from the spool. And basically, I'm going to make a little loop. And you know what? Let me just break this down a little bit more for you. Okay. So I think if I go sideways, might be helpful. So this is the new mini Wisdom Warrior. And she is made out of the same delicious, sustainable Baltic birch here in the US. She's got a really cool beading grid. So getting your 0.5 mil hemp in there is going to work really well for you. Your beading thread, probably your Eslon. I'm going to say that 1 millimeter is going to be pushing it to get it into this grid. But what we did do is we added the bigger teeth. So if you want to use your sari ribbon, your 1 millimeter hemp, your leather cord, anything that might be thicker. I know I'm going to be playing around with Beadalon's new, oh gosh, what's it called? Receipt. It's a made out of plastic bottles. So it's like, it's really interesting. And I'm so embarrassed I can't remember the name, but I will get it and I will be playing with it. So basically you just have your bigger teeth that accommodate thicker materials, right? And you have the same thing on the bottom. Repeat. Thank you. I knew it was like something like that, right? So we'll definitely be playing around with that. But, and again, you have 2.75 inches across, and then you have 5.5 and a half down. Now, I have a 6-inch bracelet, and when I use the ribbon crimps, you could see that I can get a lot more space with the chain, right? So this is how you're going to be able to make a bracelet. Probably, I'm going to just say, like if you have up to a 7, maybe a 7.5 inch wrist, I think you'll be easy peasy. But remember, you can also do fun things like add sari ribbon or cording to your warps and then turn it more into like a boho look and something that could be extended to make a bigger bracelet. But not for nothing, you have your bigger looms to do that. So this was really designed to make your smaller pieces so that there would be less waste. Okay. So what we're going to do, again, I'm working with the Wildfire, and I always get this question. So I'm working with the 0.006 and I am warping with black. Okay. So I'm going to take the end, and I just like to do a little loop-de-loop. I'll do like 2 loop-de-loops here just to help me secure that to the teeth. And so I'm going to be adding that to what I would refer to, I'm going to say, because this does not look like this, I'm going to say this is my first tooth, right? But this is my first groove over in this area. So I'm going to tie on to the first little tooth right there. Okay. So I'm going to put that back down, and I'm going to make this a little tinier just so that I can get in there. I know it's going to be hard to see because I've got my hands in the way. So I'm going to do my best and pray that, just stay right there, buddy. Oh, I missed it altogether. Okay, let me just say that the overhead at Bead Fest when JTV was there, yeah, Wyatt and I were plotting how we could steal it. We were even offering money for it because, man, you didn't have to worry about, like, you could totally see what you were doing. Okay. Oh, a four. Oh, you have I love that. It's so precious, Maria. Yeah, it's going to be perfect. All right. So just bear with me. I'm going to have to like kind of peek in here and make sure I don't fall off of my tooth. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to give it another wrap. And of course, I know by now, that it's not me snoring or some stranger that I picked up that's behind me. But MB is back there snoring away. So, okay, I've got it nice and snug on there. And Facebook user, I can't, if you didn't give StreamYard permission, I can't see who you are. Hi, Colleen. And so, yeah, I don't know who you are, honey, but you could tell me. Colleen, I, at the end, remind me. And so, do y'all know when you take your kid to get the haircut and they put that board across the chair, the barber chair, right, to have them sit on? Okay, I'm on that right now, and I also have a stool. So I can't get off or it's going to screw up everything. But to answer your question, Colleen, what I was passing out at Bead Fest was was she 3 inches tall? 3 inches tall by like 1.75 inches wide, and it was really just meant to be a cute novelty business card. And then I handed it to Danielle Wicks, and she went, "Oh, I can make earrings." And I was like, "Girl." So she did. She actually did, and they're in the Facebook group. So anyway, So crazy. I should have known better. I love it though. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but it was just so funny. But I have added those to some of the orders, and so I guess since we're talking about it, I will be over the remainder of August and September. It's going to be a little treat that goes in your order. Okay, so like when you order from Jewel Loom, I'm gonna add it for you. All right, so get to business here, and I feel like I just kind of I need to like I need to do a little zen. All right, so I'm going to be using 5mm fire polish beads, and I'm going to go 5 across. So I need 6 warps. All right, so I'm going to wrap around the back tooth, and I'm just going to help to guide it with my finger here. Okay, and I don't want to lose, right? You don't want to lose the tension. A lot of people lose the tension on the first warp and they get frustrated. You just need to keep practicing. Okay, so Charlene is saying, is yours frozen? Like, is the screen frozen? Am I frozen? I appear to still be live, and so if somebody could tell me if I'm still live, that would be awesome. So hoping that I'm still live, I'm going to skip, and I'm going to bring it up to the camera. I'm skipping a groove, and I just want to make sure that's awesome on the little thing. Still live. Okay, so just bear with me here. I just want to, for giggles, I want to make sure that I actually am thinking correctly here. I'm pretty sure I am. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna skip that one groove, and so that's going to be my first warp. And I want you to watch my fingers. So as I'm coming around the tooth back there, I'm really helping to guide the wildfire. And once again, I'm just going to skip one groove. I'm going to bring that down, and I'm holding the tension, right? I keep holding that tension so that I don't lose it. And I feel like it's just fine. And then I'm going to wrap around the next tooth. And again, I'm skipping a groove, and I'm going to bring it up to the top. Ooh. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 3. And I'm wrapping it around the back. Whoops. Okay. And then we're going to bring it down. Okay. And then we're going to wrap it around again. I'm telling you, if you need to calm your kids, do you see how like I just got really calm? Seriously, I didn't even intend that to happen, but it's just something that happens when you're doing this. You're doing the warps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I said I was going to go across 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, awesome. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap around this a couple of times because I don't want to lose my tension. So I'm just wrapping around. I'm sorry, let me get that in the screen there. I'm just wrapping around that tooth a couple of times. It's kind of like, do you know when you're tying your shoelaces and you ask somebody to borrow their finger? So it's kind of like that. If you noticed, I was like using my fingers to keep control. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut. And I'm going to leave myself plenty of length over here because I want to make sure. Let me see. I want to get this right. So just bear with me. It's kind of hard when you're trying to do this kind of, tiny stuff on the camera, and I want to show you, but I also need to see what the heck I'm doing, right? So I just want to slide this under, just like we do with the blue loom. But again, let me turn. Uh-oh, looks like I froze. Nope, I'm back. Okay. I'm going to turn myself around so that I can better see what the heck I'm doing. Okay. All right, so just bear with me. So I just want to get that underneath the warp there. So come on, buddy. All right, I'm going to grab, where are they at? My flat nose are always my savior. See how I just kind of called upon them? And then I'm going to come back around and push that through. And yeah, they're like my little saviors. Okay, let's hope this worked. Hey, 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 get out of there. Okay, cool. Did we get it? Awesome sauce. Okay, so I'm just going to push that back down to keep it. Hi, Becky and Charlotte. Can the looms be warped with stretch cord? If we had $100 for every time that question was asked, I'm going to say that actually Christian from Christian Ross, she actually did do that. And I do believe that it worked. So I don't see why not. And I'm always game for trying things. So I think stretchy cord would actually be super cool to try and play with. All right, so I'm going to cut this just so that it's not freaking me out and in my way. And then what I'm going to do is like I said earlier, I'm actually going to use the slide connectors. So I want to do a row of 8 O's. Now I could have done 11 O's, but I'm going to try the 8 O's. So I'm pretty sure that I need 10. So I'm going to pick up, oh, well, wait a minute. I got to get myself on my list. Look, I'm so stinking